Welcome back to another episode of ATS Examples of Play by ATS Fully Engaged. I'm Evan, and I'm here to show you some more explodey things with tanks. Today we're going to get into a little bit of suppression, a little bit of possible K-kill, and keep plowing through. So we got same situation. We're going to have our Panzer IIIG win initiative and fire at our Matilda II. Just fire the main armament, 50C. We're going to go through this a little bit faster now. So we're still at a range of 5. So we need a 7 or better to hit. And we hit. And so now we're going to go through the same process. We have to roll for the hit location. Okay. Yeah, we're hit. 1 is going to be the turret. So we have a... Excuse me while I look through my lovely cards. Panzer IIIG at a range of 5 has an 8 penetration value, and a Matilda II has an 8 armor factor at the turret. So you look at the 0 column, and you have different results. Possible K-kill, burn, but it's a 3 or less to do anything. If you roll a 5, and there is no damage. However, we have to roll for suppression. So anytime a tank takes a hit, it has to roll either whether gunfire factors, which we'll get to another video, or any weapon hits it, it's got to roll for suppression. So this is a 50 millimeter cannon, I guess, whatever. It's a 50 millimeter gun in ATS terms. And so we look at the suppression table, D3, it's on like the middle left of the first page of charts. A 50 millimeter plus weapon causes suppression on a 7 or less. We roll the die, roll a 6, and now the Matilda II is suppressed. Okay, so it's going to have a +2 on any shots it takes, whether it's fired its machine guns, its main armament. There are other penalties, whatever, for another day. So now it's going to take its own shot in return. I'm going to fire. Okay. A B weapon at an 8 range. That was an 8, but now it's down to a 6. You need a 6, or I should actually go more slowly through that. I'm sorry. So you need an 8 to hit, but now it's +2 on the roll. So the pluses are bad, minuses are good, like in 90% of ATS with the morale. So if you roll an 8, which would normally hit, it'd be 8 + 2 is a 10, so no good. 7 + 2 is a 9, so no good. But if you roll a 6 or better, 6 or less, you're going to hit that 8 or less. Okay, so we roll a 5, so it becomes a 7, so we hit. Again, we're going to go through the same rigmarole. We're going to roll for the hit location. We are going to hit the turret as well. It's on a 1 to 3. We roll a 2 and hit the turret. So now we have to check again, armor factors and gun penetration. So we still have a 40B at a range of 5, so we're still going to be a 6 gun penetration. Turret is slightly better, a 4. So 6 minus 4 is a 2. So we go back to our K-kill table, just above the suppression table if you referenced to that before. On the K-kill table, +2. We roll, and we roll exactly a 5. Now, a 5 is the only number on that particular column to get a possible K-kill. Now, then you go to your possible K-kill matrix just below that, or just below the suppression table, which is just below the K-kill table, and you cross-reference. So if you see it's a tank, a turret, a front shot turret, I jumped through the front because hopefully you remember from the last video, we're still shooting each other in the front. You roll for an F-kill, and if you don't roll an F-kill, then it's a K-kill. Okay, so we go to our F-kill table, D1, it's to the right of the K-kill table. We roll a 3, that's good enough for an F-kill. So then we're going to mark it as F-kill. There's an F-kill marker in the physical game as well. Somewhere, I don't actually know the hotkey for that. Control-V, interesting. Okay, so you can see a little red F, so no shooting. So now it can't shoot any of its weapons. It's totally donezo. And it cannot shoot, and if it still has mobility, which it might, we'll see in a second, then it has to try and exit the map to a friendly map edge, and it's not as convenient as quickly as possible. Now we have to roll, if you have an F-kill or an M-kill, so F-kill is firepower kill, or I guess that's what F stands for, but M is mobility kill, which we'll get to in another video. And then you have to roll out on the bailout table. ATS crews are not kind. If their vehicles get damaged, they do not like it, and they might just run away. So the bailout table for an F kill, well, we'll roll for this one. An 8 is a bailout, so then they become bailed out. There is surely a way to mark that. Control B, bailed out, and there's a little B over here. And again, there's a bailout marker. Depending on the module, sometimes you put a crew down, sometimes you don't. Normally you don't. And let's say he made his bailout roll, he rolled a 6. Then he would still just be F killed, but he'd still be able to move, run around the map, trying to exit the map. And we would roll for suppression because it does affect other things as well. So a 40 weapon, we have to roll a 5 or less to suppress. No suppression, so he would be okay. And so that's it for suppression, possible K kills, F kills, bailout, so much in one video. Now get reloaded for the next one.